here. Today we're going to be focusing on starting, stopping, and a little bit of steering, okay? This is day 2, exercise 2 of how to ride a sport bike. I did a motorcycle familiarization, so I went over everything on the sport bike. If you want to check that out, I got a link in the description, and it's going to be the first video in this whole series. This is the second video of the series. We're going to refresh friction zone. We're going to refresh what the front brake does, and then we're going to do a slow straight line. We're also going to do a straight line, a little bit of a weave in between, okay, a little slalom, and then we're going to do an offset weave where we're actually having to swerve back and forth just a little bit under a low speed. So remember, this is day 2, exercise 2 of how to ride a sport bike, because I want you guys to be road ready without instructor, really. Okay guys, remember this is the refresher portion. If you want to skip this, please do so. Timestamps are in the description and the first comment. The thing is, I want you to be ready and prepared for it. So if you're going from that exercise to this one like a week later, you're refreshed. So remember, to mount up, squeeze that front brake, swing the leg over, go ahead and stand it up, straighten the handlebars, and then we're going to go ahead and move the side stand up, and we're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn the bike on. Make sure the engine shutoff switch is good. Make sure everything's good. It looks like I'm in gear. So this is what it looks like when you're out of gear. You're gonna be in neutral. And then that's what it looks like when you're in gear right there, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze the front brake, squeeze the clutch. And we got somebody driving by. Remember, this is a dead end. This is a great area to do it, but people pulled in here, so it's weird. Anyways, neutral, going to release, release. Now we're kind of sitting here. So now we have to put it in gear and then find that friction zone. Remember, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then squeeze the front brake when you're done, and then squeeze the clutch when you're done too. So what we're gonna be doing here is just moving about 5 steps, okay? Or a couple. You don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do a couple, enough to where you feel comfortable. So I just put it in gear. Now I have the clutch pulled in, I have the brake on. I'm gonna release the brake. I'm not gonna use the throttle. What I'm gonna do is release it to about 5, 4, 3. Now 3 is when it's gonna start to move. So I can feel it. I'm gonna release it just a little more. And this is the friction zone. This is all I'm doing, okay? What I want you to do is keep both hands though, okay? Both hands. Now once you get to this point, squeeze in that clutch, squeeze in the brake, release the brake, keep the clutch squeezed, and just walk back a little bit. Now this is gonna help you out when it comes to keeping the handlebars straight. So now that we did that, let's go ahead and do it like I'm supposed to, all right? So both hands on here, friction zone, let's go ahead and get it there. So about 3. Okay, now that we're going, let's go ahead and look forward, head and eyes up, chest up, squeeze, squeeze, release, the front brake, walk backwards, keeping this squeezed, keep it squeezed, and then get back in position. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna explain every single second of it, okay? So squeeze, 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 everything's squeezed right now, feet are flat, basically. What I'm gonna do is release the front brake, no throttle, so just kind of release the front brake, about 5, 4, 3, okay? Now I'm starting to feel, okay, good, good, okay, I'm going too far, squeeze in the clutch, squeeze the front brake, release the front brake, keeping this squeezed, now walk it backward, okay? Let's do that one more time, and then we're gonna get back into this and let's start the actual exercise. So about 5, 4, 3. All right, about 3.5 or 2.5. Here we go. Feel good. Oh, I feel like getting some speed. I'm gonna pick my feet up. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and squeeze this. Let's go ahead and squeeze that. Let's go ahead and go back. Okay. So now I'm gonna get back in position, and then we're gonna start the drone up, and we're gonna have a ton of fun. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, where can I do this kind of stuff? Where can I go ride and practice? Well, this is a dead-end street, and I want you to understand that you could do it in a dead-end street. You could, it's right here. This is what it looks like. Hey, there's fire trucks way over there. But anyways, this is the dead-end street. You could do this in your neighborhood. Let's say there's houses and driveways right here. If there's an area where you could totally do it without people coming in and out of their driveways, that'd be great. You can also do it in a parking lot. I've done a lot of parking lot practices, but I wanted to do this area because this is something that everybody typically has, okay? So if you're wondering how I set this up, now what I did was actually just put each cone about 8 feet apart. Now how I figured that out is about 4 steps, 4.5 steps equals about 8 feet for me. So I just kind of did 4 steps in between, put it down, and then I just put one over here every other one, and that's for the offset. This is straight line weave. But what we're gonna be doing is just the slow speed. I have diagrams on my website, DDFMcrew.com. So anyways, just like the friction zone, okay, we're gonna put it in gear. We got it in friction zone. Now what I'm doing is letting it get into that friction zone and I'm walking it. Now what I want you to do is get both hands on the handlebars, but once you start getting some speed, you're gonna realize, oh, it's pretty easy to balance and my feet don't wanna touch the ground right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them up and just release it fully. And now I'm just gonna give it a little bit of throttle and I'm coming to the end. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the brakes. Now, this is what I wanted you guys to understand right here. Okay, right at the end, what do we do? How do I turn around? I don't know how to do my tight turns. I don't know how to do my U-turns yet. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on. I didn't want it to make too much noise. Is right here, I can't turn right because I got a curb, but I got a lot over here on the left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get towards the end, and as soon as I get to the end, after I squeeze the brakes and everything, I'm gonna turn the handlebars completely to the left because I wanna go that way. And all I'm gonna do is just push, okay? It might be tough for you, but you can get it done. Trust me, I do this all the time in class. So once I'm completely 90 degrees from where I was at, okay, so I was right there pointing that way, I'm completely 90 degrees this way. I'm gonna turn the handlebars completely right now, okay? Now watch this, it's actually pretty cool. So now that I have it completely right, keep it fully locked. I'm gonna keep looking now. I'm gonna look to where I'm going. So this is practice for head vision, and it's also practice for direct steering. We're just using our feet to move. And watch this, we're gonna end up exactly where we were, but facing the other way. It's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. We're gonna go all the way this way. That drone's gonna die, but that's perfectly fine. So put it in gear, got my hand fully clutched, nothing over here, and I'm gonna slowly release it, okay? And once you get some speed going, you can go ahead and lift your feet up, okay? Maybe give it a little bit of throttle, get a good feel for it. It's a little choppy. But towards the end, what am I gonna do? Squeeze the clutch, squeeze the front brake, press a little bit on the rear brake, and stop. Okay, now I need to turn right instead of left. So turn the handlebars. Now, if you hear this, that means you're squeezing and turning this. So if you're doing it and you're hearing this, you're squeezing, you're squeezing the clutch and you're turning the throttle. Okay, now that I'm perfectly perpendicular, same thing, I'm gonna turn left. Now at any point, all of a sudden this happens, squeeze that front brake as soon as you can and hold still. So now square up, squeeze the clutch, start it back up. What happened was you stalled, you let go of this clutch. All right, so now I'm completely turning left. I'm looking where I want to go. All right, you're starting to notice a little bit of speed turning. It makes it easy. And I'm exactly where I need to go. So we're gonna do it one more time, and then we're gonna start the straight line weave. So once again, you can walk the whole way if you want to, but at some point, I want you to lift those feet up. If today you don't feel comfortable doing that, lifting your feet up, that's fine. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it again the next exercise. We're refreshing, okay? The point is to get yourself up there and then move on to the straight line weave. Okay, once again, releasing it out just a little bit. I'm starting to move, I'm walking my legs. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit more. I can't walk this fast. Give it a little bit of gas, pick up my feet. Look straight, head and eyes up, grip the tank with your legs. Get ready to squeeze, brakes, perfect. Turn the handlebars, do a loop, go back the other way. All right, one more time without me talking. I'm just gonna do it, okay? Remember, the goal is to get those feet up. So a little bit of friction zone, gonna give it just a teeny bit of throttle, pick those feet up, look straight, head and eyes up, knees against the tank, arms relaxed. Now squeeze the clutch, squeeze the front brake, press a little bit of the rear brake, stop. Turn, turn, walk. So what we just did was a slow straight line. It was just to get you used to picking your feet up after getting some friction zone and maybe a little bit of throttle, okay? The practice for friction zone was just about a couple feet and then we had to go back. And then we moved on to that straight line where we got the feet up. So now the next evolution of it is we're gonna get those feet up and add a little bit of direct steering, just a teeny bit. Now, if you're having trouble getting those feet up, keep practicing the slow straight line and then move on to this. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is just follow me. Follow me when it comes to this camera right here. Okay, so on the other side, it looks a lot like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the right of the first one, go left of this one, and go right. Okay, so when I'm doing that, I'm turning right. Now I'm gonna direct steer. Okay, direct steering versus counter steering. Direct steer to over here. Now, how am I gonna get that? Because if I'm looking this way, now I gotta look this way, it starts going into some problems. So what I want you to do is look straight at the last cone, turn your hands, just look at the cone. Look at the cone. When you get closer, look at the exit. I put those there for an exit for a reason. Okay, so all we're doing is Once again, straight line, just adding a little bit of this, okay? So you still want to look forward, good vision. You still want to grip the tank with your legs. You still want to have upright seating. And you want to have good friction and throttle control, okay? So if you go too fast on the first one, you're gonna go really wide, maybe make the second one, but then all of a sudden go too wide for this one. Oh crap, we're doing it. We're messing up. So speed is a huge factor on this. Make sure you're doing the appropriate speed. If you go too fast, that's fine. Do it again. Turn everything like we just showed you in the slow straight line, everything, okay? So once again, going over, turn, looking this way, turn, looking this way, turn, looking this way, turn, looking this way, okay? Whew, it's a little hot. It's 110 degrees. That's why the drone died. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's start on the other side. So everything we're doing could easily be done just in first gear. If you feel the need to shift, you're already past basically what we're doing here, okay? The goal is just first gear. It's gonna be choppy, but that's fine. That's where the friction and throttle control goes. I want it to be choppy for you. All right, so now we're gonna go right of the first cone, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, okay? And then we're gonna stop, turn around. So once again, get our feet up as quick as possible, get good friction zone, throttle control, and then head and eyes up, look at the last cone, look far ahead, look on the horizon, and just dance with the bike. Remember, our legs are attached to the bike, but our hips aren't, so we could totally have some fun with this, okay? So,
what is up, everybody? Hopefully you guys can hear me. You can hear me, right? Matt got it all set up this time. Got it all set up time. Hey, how you guys doing? That was the beginning of the stream, the little countdown thing. I did that video yesterday. We were supposed to do a stream yesterday. It's Tuesday today. I understand. Okay, double checking because I was a little delirious yesterday. So what happened was I was golfing with Matt yesterday. We had a great time. Definitely beat him and everything. Nobody took score, but so I can't confirm that. But we were golfing, had a great time. I came home, felt super motivated, decided to shoot that because I was like, you know what? I've been prepping for it for a while. Right at the end, I started getting a little nauseous. I'm like, oop, there it is. There's a good sign of dehydration. So take it from me as somebody that got actually dehydrated. It was on the verge of heat exhaustion, okay? So there's heat illnesses. You know, heat cramps is typically the first one. You start getting cramped up. Heat exhaustion, you start getting a little nauseous. And then heat stroke is a no bueno situation. So when I started realizing I was getting a little nauseous, I'm like, oh man, I haven't felt like this in a long time, not since a fire, you know, being inside of a fire and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and head home. So I got home and loaded up on fluids, and I did not do anything else the rest of the day. So guys, be very careful. Be very careful when you're out practicing, doing your stuff. When you're out riding, stay alert. Be a little aware of how your body can handle certain heat. I was hydrated. It just a little too much, a little bit too much of everything there. So, yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm doing a lot better now, but we'll see how this class goes. I do have some cramps in my lower back. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go to class, crew. I just wanted to share that with you because you guys are 100% supportive of everything we do here, and I just want to give you an update. So let's go to the class and go over some crashes, and let's go ahead and talk about those ones. Yeah. All right. So once again, we're still raising money for charity. Click the link that's going to be in the chat. We're still trying to raise some money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I want to say thank you real quick to Scott Hannikin with a $104 donation. No, there's nothing attached to it. Just straight up $104 donation. You're an absolute crazy person. That is amazing. I just wanted to kind of bring it up, though. Shoot. I don't even know how we're going to get first place anymore. This dude's got $25,000 raised. Good for you, Joseph Mancinelli. I wish I had people like that with deep pockets, but I'm just kidding. Anyways, 25 grand, amazing. We are in 7th place. Hey, we've been in top 10 since the beginning of this whole thing, so I'm extremely happy with that. But let's see if we can hit 6th place. It's only $36. Interesting. But yeah, 25,000. One big booga just became a crew member, baby. Ooh, good to have you. So I'll go ahead and bring this down. We're going to go ahead and start watching some of this stuff. While we're having this going, I'm going to turn off the audio for it. Might as well just chat with you guys. Booga became a rookie, baby. Ooh, Gatorade. Yeah, H2O, guys, here's the thing. You do not want to get dehydrated because when that started to happen, my biggest concern is obviously kidney damage and then a few other things like that. So you don't want to get dehydrated. It's a no bueno. Just keep drinking fluids, guys. Keep drinking fluids. I thought I was going to be okay because it was kind of close to home. I thought I was just going to do a quick little in and out thing. But guess what? Yesterday it was a heat wave. It was like 108 degrees. So didn't really realize that until it was too late. Yeah. New rider watching the first time. Your videos have taught me so much. PNW Wanderer, how you doing? How you doing? I'm glad you're here. I typically do after action reviews. Okay, you say you're a new rider. So what I do is after action reviews, which is basically watching a motorcycle incident and then going over some of the positives, negatives, some of the factors that led to a crash or close call, or some of the factors that prevented or mitigated injuries and close calls and crashes. This looks interesting. And so I go over that, and since we figure out the factor, let's say it was too much front brake, well, now it's my job to teach you how to utilize that front brake. So that's kind of where we're at with the after action reviews. What you saw at the beginning of the class was me actually doing some of the fundamental skills, okay, smart riders principles. You know, seek out and recognize hazardous situations, maintain your fundamental skills, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment like your your helmets and all that stuff. You want to rescue another rider. So this guy's, I don't know what he's doing, but we're gonna rescue another rider with medical training. And then what the hell is going on? Teach and mentoring other people too. There you go. Jeez, what is this guy? Is this guy a police officer? What is going on? 119,000 subscribers. Wow, good job, man. This is crazy. Crazy. One big booga, man. Okay. Dude, you've been spamming everything. You've been spamming all my stuff. Can you at least stop with that? Okay? I get it, man. I get it. I get it. All right, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Let's go ahead and restart this. Let's go ahead and put that on. Let's watch this. Boom. Oh, shoot, PNW Wanderer. Hopefully you're doing okay. Oh, shoot. That's his bike. What? I haven't watched this yet. What's the dude with the stick doing? All right. I'm probably just going to skip this part. Should I? Area code? Should I skip this? The thing is, if my bike got stolen and I got my bike back, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. I shouldn't have stopped it. Let's just watch it. Screw it. Let's just have a relaxing day and watch it. How long is it? It's not that bad. One more minute. One more minute. One more minute. What? What? What the hell? Just right away, I wouldn't chase. I wouldn't chase. It's not my job. It's not my job. It's their job. We'll let everybody get into the classroom right now. Just sign in, guys. Click that like button to sign in. Get credit for today's classes. We're not really learning much here. Whoa! That dude was taking a shower. Somebody broke in. Boom, boom, boom. Got. What happened? You ran away? What the hell's going on? Oh, he was wearing a helmet, though. Whoa, that was it? The dude was wearing a helmet. Look, the cop got a guy with the helmet. That was really, he was being safe, guys. He was being safe. Not necessarily a smart rider in this situation. But I'll just leave it at that. All right.
Did you drunk?
Whoa. Brake checked, dude. Don't.
Trying to slam your goddamn brakes right in the middle of a turn? Why don't you put your goddamn phone down?
Was that the bike's brakes? Was that his brakes? Did you guys hear that? Was that him stopping? Whoa, dude. Oh, wait, there's a gun? Oh, yeah, of course. It says it right there. Matt, come on, man. Seriously? You could have just, like, nudged me and said, hey, there's a gun. Don't say it out loud. It's pretty obvious to everybody. You couldn't have said no. All right.
What?
What now?
Center aim a fucking gun at me, bitch.
Shit. Oh. Okay. Okay. I have to watch that again.
Did you drunk?
It's funny when you watch it again. It's funnier when you watch it again.
And trying to slam your goddamn brakes right in the middle of a turn? Why don't you put your goddamn phone down?
Oh, fuck.
What? Center aim a fucking gun at me, bitch.
All right. Seriously, though. Let me drink my Diet Mountain Dew real quick. Not sponsored. All right, so do not try to pick fights with people because they probably have guns. So that whole mentality of like screaming at people, put your phone down, all that crap. Just realize you feel pretty dang safe with like full gear on. Now, let's go ahead and take it a little bit serious on this part where a lot of firefighters get injured. Like a lot of them get injured because they stay in a fire way too long. And that's because you have gear on. So with the personal protective equipment for a firefighter, it's getting so good now that the firefighter doesn't feel exhausted, especially if you're training, doesn't feel the danger necessarily because the old gear used to feel a lot of the heat. With this newer stuff that's coming out, it's really well insulated. So you're in the side of the fire, you're doing a good job, you're doing everything you can. All of a sudden your bottle goes low, and you're thinking to yourself, "I'm feeling good." Excuse me. It's like I'm feeling good, and they stay in, they get hurt, or die, and that's one of those things that the gear does. So when you have like really good protective gear, you feel almost like a safety blanket. You feel like you could take on a lot more. And there's this huge psychology thing about it. And it's something I read up on before I left the fire service. And I'm starting to realize it with motorcycle riders with full gear. full gear, you get this this effect of I'm safe, I could do reckless things, I could push the limits just because I have gear on. And that doesn't work that way. Motorcycle specific gear like the PPE, and I say motorcycle specific because there's a lot of gear out there that's not necessarily meant for motorcyclists, but a lot of people still wear it. But motorcycle gear, you cannot go into it thinking I'm going to be 100% safe now that I got full gear on. It's just there to mitigate it. It's just there to make less severe. Okay, it's still severe. You know, a 10 out of 10 is the most severe you can get. It might make it a 7 instead of a 10 over 10. But that 7 over 10, that drop in severity, it could be the difference between life and death. So that is just something that I want people to realize. But that is the physiological part where, you know, 7 over 10, 10 over 10, you know, whether it's life altering or life ending, or if it went from life altering to just a rehab type stuff. But there's also that psychological effect of I could do a lot. I can do a lot. I can say and do a lot. I am fully protected. I have rights. I have this. It's an ego problem. And one of the thing is with full gear, and I don't want you guys doing this because I know you guys are all full gear stuff like me. I don't want you thinking that once you have full gear on, you are going to be safe. Okay, that's not the case, guys. That is not the case. You're not going to be 100% safe. Let's go ahead and put this up here just before I forget. So make sure when you have that gear on and you start to feel like, oh man, this is good, I could do whatever I want, reel that ego in, reel it back in. That gear should have zero bearing on how you act. Just because you have full gear on does not mean you should act more reckless. It should not mean you should act more safe. The reason why you act more safe should be based off the fact that you don't want to get hurt. Not because you have gear on. Not because you could be more reckless because you have gear on. All that kind of stuff. So, guys, I just want you to understand that. And I have a feeling that a lot of motorcyclists, since they're on this nimble bike, that they have this full gear on, that they have this mentality that's going on, that they could do these kinds of things, and then they get a gun pulled on them. All right. Other than that, I'm going to laugh at this again. All right, let's watch it.
Why don't you put your goddamn phone down?
See, that kind of stuff is stupid. What? Exactly, Ross.
Center aim a fucking gun at me, bitch.
So you don't chase them anymore. That's a reality check. Getting a gun pulled on you after you've said some dumb stuff, like yelling at somebody, that's a reality check. And a lot of people don't like it. How about you just stay in reality? You know, don't leave reality and go do your own thing, thinking the world revolves around you. Just don't leave that so you won't be scared about that. What?
Center aim a fucking gun at me, bitch.
It's so stupid. Wear gear, buddy. Oh, side of the vehicle. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh. All right, I want to see what he did with his. Oh no! Look at. Okay, I know exactly what happened there, man. I'm sorry. This is a good video. Doritos, that's his name. All right, let's put you down here, buddy. 70 mile per. Whoa, 70 mile per hour motorcycle. Are we wait, is that what you're gonna title it? Oh yeah, that's 70. But this looks like it might be like a 55 mile an hour road. All right, so it might be 55 miles an hour, but the thing is, this is not an area to do that, especially with this right here. You got this intersection. It's still not a good area to do that in. So what I wanted to point out in the other video, this is the original video, which I'm actually going to ask if I can use this footage because I might want to add this to the top 10 videos, which guys, earlier today, that video is doing really well. Thank you guys for for really watching it and then voting what video you want me to actually do, because that is something that I think this was a good one. I think these 10 videos were really good. All right, so this is what I wanted to point out. Okay, so what I want you guys to check out is that bottom right. So watch his right hand. His right hand is going to be very telling of why he did not stop with good total stopping distance. Hey, Brian, your wife passed her MSF course and got her endorsement. Guys, have I been missing? I had to refresh my chat, and all of a sudden I see just like a ton of chat. I thought nobody was talking. How many people here have passed their MSF? I forgot. Today's Tuesday. Over the weekend, who here has passed their MSF, or who here has passed their motorcycle class and got their endorsement? I want to shout you out. I haven't seen anything. So Brian, with your wife, Polly, passed her MSF course and got her endorsement. Hell yeah. That is amazing. That is amazing. Digimonster Saturday, Asgard did. Yeah, baby. Nathaniel, yours is booked for the 25th. Ross, you just passed on the 30th? Heck yeah. End of last week, I passed my written test. Amished? That's amazing. John? I don't know your last name, but John just passed his MSF on Sunday doing the intermediate course. Guys, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Getting continuing education for the rest of your life in whatever subject will serve you 10 times the amount of money you spent. That's amazing, Jacob. Rolomania, that's amazing, man. Did on 28th, left a comment saying thank you on your recent video. Isaiah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, guys, now that you passed the class, one of the things that you learned in class is about your progressive brake pressure and then using that front brake. You know, how much brake pressure or how much stopping power is on that front brake that you learned in class. Now, there's no real wrong answer here. Amish, that's amazing. Michael H., that's amazing. That's amazing, man. Anyways, so look at this. Let's go ahead and turn this off so you guys can see. All right, so there's that reaction, remember? So we have that perception, reaction, braking distance equals total stopping distance. This is the moment he perceived that side of the vehicle. Take a look at his hand right here. Take a look at his hand right there. Okay, he's reaching for, I understand this, the YouTube bar is in the way, but he's reaching for that front brake, so he perceived. What did he perceive? Oh, Louis already got it, baby. Side of the car, baby. That's it. It's exactly it. That's the pattern. Side of the vehicle right there. That means that person's going to go this way. Jeez. How long has it been since I drew anything? All right, side of the vehicle, that means it's going to go that way. If it means it's going to go that way, we're going this way. So if that's the case, we're going to cross paths with them, right? So it's a no bueno. But look at his right hand. Now, this is why I feel like he did not slow down or even stop within this total stopping distance. Okay? This is why. Watch. Look at his right hand. You guys see that? It was like just straight panic. Look at his right hand. I'll put it in half speed. Watch his right hand. I'll mute it for you guys. Look at his right hand. Look at his right hand. A little panicky there. Look, nothing. He's not squeezing it. There's no squeezing. Side of the vehicle, baby. Side of the vehicle. He's not even squeezing the front brake. He's not utilizing a brake. So, but why? So then, why does why is it fishtailing? He's using all rear brake. I know. I asked a question, then I answered. I get it. I get it, Matt. Shut up, Matt. You guys can't hear him. He's in my headset. Sometimes he gets a little crazy. Right there, he locked up that rear brake. Why do you think? Yeah, exactly, Louis. Guys, you guys got it all. You guys are smart. You guys are absolutely smart. Side of the vehicle, somebody yelled it out super quick. We're talking about not using that front brake. That's why that's highlighted. And somebody over here is saying brown stage, and then you guys are saying locking up the rear brake. Why do you think typical riders, especially new riders, lock up that rear brake? Okay, think about it. What's actuating that rear brake? It's your right foot. What is the most common thing with that right foot when it comes to vehicles. I'm trying so hard right now to help you guys out. I get it. There's like a 10-second delay, but so I'll keep talking for about 2 more seconds, 3 more seconds. Ninja just said, used to braking in cars, brakes in cars. So when you get into a panic and you're over here driving your car, you're like, oh, I'm driving. And then you gotta, something comes out. Boom, brakes, baby. Apply those brakes with that right foot. You're smashing it, right? Ah, crap, you're smashing it. You can't do that on a bike. Guys, you can't do that on a bike. You can't. Because this is what happens. No, I don't think anybody answered the question, but maybe one of you guys did. Your front brake is about 70 to 90% of your braking power. Your rear brake starts off at like 30, and then the more weight that transfers to that front tire, the less brake power is utilized basically on that rear tire because there's no weight on it. There's no friction. There's no traction because all that weight and traction is getting onto that front tire. So you need to apply more and more and more front brake. So what happened here is that we go into a little panic. He went to reach for it, then he released it, went to reach for it again, released it, went to release. He just kept doing that. That's a brown stage. So people are saying brown stage. So let's go back to the class because we're all sitting in class. You guys didn't even notice it. Jeez. We're in class right there. White, yellow, orange, red, brown stage. So white stage, you're completely zoned out. Yellow, you're zoned in. That's a typical day, okay? You're typically yellow stage, even like probably right now. Orange stage is if you're sitting at home on your couch, somebody knocked on the door really hard. That bumps you into orange stage. You're like, okay, perceived a threat maybe. You know, what the heck is going on? A little uncommon in a common situation. I'm sitting at home watching the Fireman because he's amazing, but somebody's knocking on the door. What the heck? I don't like people. Why are they here? So that's what puts you in orange stage. If they had a gun in their hand, you should be going in the red stage and calling 911, doing whatever you need to do. But red stage is when, let's say, one of these vehicles pops out right here, and they're going to come out in front of us. So with that's the case, we're going to go into an orange stage, but then we're going to do a red stage maneuver, which is going to be, I got to do something. I either got to swerve or brake, but I'm going to do it the right way. Alex Shannon became a member. Amazing. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Brown stage is when you try to do something and you just completely panic. Like you have zero training, or your training does not kick in because you don't train enough. That's pretty much what brown stage is. So right here, what happened? Look at his right hand. Okay, we are good. We don't have a flat wrist, but we have nothing on top of these ASV levers, okay? His brake levers. He doesn't have full gear. He just has the helmet. That's what this is. He's got gloves on. Just regular shirt, so there's no jacket. I doubt there's pants. But right here, side of the vehicle, we should be going into orange stage because we perceived a hit threat. This vehicle, that the side of the vehicle is like somebody knocking on the door. Right now, we don't know if it's going to be a problem or not. So right now, I'm still prepared, though. You know, I got my bat next to the door. I'm going to go ahead and hover over that bat, right? Until I find out if it's a threat or not. That's what you're doing right here. You're just hovering over the bat. You're hovering over your brakes. You're hovering over your clutch. You're hovering and looking for an escape path. That's what that is. Situational awareness is not just for car driving, motorcycle riding. It's for everything. Somebody knocking on your door, you can go from white, yellow, orange, red. Hopefully don't go to brown, but you could do that for just somebody knocking on your door. You're going to realize that when you're out doing this stuff. Somebody's knock on your door, you're going to go into orange stage, that heightened sense of alert. I don't know what's going on. Let me double check. I'm going to go slowly to the door. I'm not going to rush and just open the door. I'm going to be a little safe. That's orange stage. But that's just for answering the door. We're talking about orange stage when it comes to riding a motorcycle. And right there, the side of the vehicle is an orange stage thing. So we're going to be moved forward. Look at his hand. His hand just bouncing everywhere. Bouncing everywhere. Doesn't squeeze it. Doesn't squeeze it. Didn't squeeze it. You saw how he almost like dumped it and did this? That's that rear tire locking up. He never used the front brake. Look at, we went past the vehicle. So we did not utilize any of our braking distance, basically, to stop before the vehicle. What prevented us from not hitting him? Or what prevented us from not hitting him? What prevented us hitting him? Moving like this. So we went from here, and we're going to do this. That's an escape path. Whether he tried to or not, he did an escape path. Yeah, he just like goes straight. So this was a close call because he's extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. 70 miles per hour. Do you think 70 miles per hour is a good spot, a good speed, all that stuff? Always Chrissy, how you doing? Yeah, Sam, he kind of swerves, but I think the swerve happened because he lost traction, started to fall down, and his bike just naturally went that way. Yeah, I don't think he meant to go there. I really don't. I think he got lucky. Situation awareness prevented him from hitting it, so I'm good with that. Gideon, I do have a submission form. Uncommon thing in a common situation, baby. Oh, one sec. You guys can't even hear. There you go. Sorry about that.
C'est bien de téléphoner, espèce de p***.
Oh, I already know the problem. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Do you guys know what the problem with is on this one? Not this one. Immediately, what do you see? Immediately, what is it you see that you find that's a problem? I'm not even going to point it out. Not even going to point it out. I'm not going to point it out. Matt, are you drawing? Come on, Matt. Do we have to do this many ad spots for these companies, or can I just teach class? How'd you get on this side? Weren't you over here? Ay. Matt. Use code DanDan25 for 25% off your rock form motorcycle mounts. There we go. Yeah, blind spot, guys. Blind spot. Pretty easy. Blind spot. Can't see anything. We're gonna cross over a couple lanes. The raindrops. I mean, we got vision. It's a vision problem. It's a vision. So in this situation, if somebody's coming up to you, you might not be able to prevent it, right? So if you can't prevent it, and all of a sudden you're right here and you feel very uncomfortable, why would you feel uncomfortable? Well, guess what? I feel uncomfortable because this guy's getting closer and closer, and I know his little spot right here is getting smaller and smaller, and my lane is moving and moving. He obviously didn't want to be in this lane. So where do you think he's still going to go? He's going to come into my lane. This guy's going too slow. He doesn't want to get next to him. He's going to keep going this way. So now I got a problem. So how do I solve that problem? And that's what we're doing here, guys. Whenever you're out riding, you're going to have hundreds of problems. Hundreds of problems. My shift wasn't the greatest. What gear should I be in? How should I be? What lane position should I be going into this intersection? You know, what's my space cushion? Let me count real quick. That guy just passed the pole. I'm 4 seconds behind. I feel comfortable here. Now this guy's in a blind spot. Now I see oil on the ground. Now I see this. You're going to have hundreds of problems when you're riding. It's just how do you solve them? And that's one of the scariest things for new riders, guys. I get it. That's the scary thing for new riders because there's too many problems. So when we talk about problems, Gideon just became a crew member. That's not a problem anymore. But the thing is, when we talk about problems, those are just replace those with factors. Factors. So we have a problem right here, guys. We have a problem of blind spot. Okay, we got a problem of raindrops everywhere. We got raindrop everywhere. We got rain everywhere. We got people here, people here. We got an open spot. We have all these different things. How do we solve those factors? How do we solve those problems? Go ahead and decelerate. You know, apply some brake pressure. You know, apply some brake pressure. Go backwards. Do all that stuff. Maybe accelerate. Get out of here. You know, maybe move over to lane position 1. Maybe move over here so you have a better space cushion, and then speed up and get out of there. You know, there's all these different things that you could totally do that will get you out of a lot of these situations, and that's all you're doing. And to be quite honest with somebody, and I'm raising money, guys. I'm raising money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, which is about men's mental health and physical health. When it comes to my anxiety and depression I'm going to say thrive with, because I'm at the point where I'm thriving, not suffering, not struggling with, but I'm actually thriving with it. So when it comes to that, one thing that really helps me out when it comes to riding is that it gives me problems that I can solve. There's a lot of problems in my life that with the depression and everything, it doesn't feel like I can solve them. So when it comes to riding a motorcycle, I have all these little itty bitty easy things that I can solve. And then now when I'm riding, I solve 100 different things when at home, in my own head, I might not be able to even solve 3 things. So it makes a huge difference. And that's what we're raising money here for. And that's what the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is for. So guys, if you want to share your story, please do so. If you want to donate, please do so. Click the link in the description. Gideon just got promoted to veteran crew member, baby. How did you go from rookie to veteran? That's insane. Who signed off on that? Did you even clean one bathroom yet? No? It's all good with me. So that right there is why, or is one of the things, we need to solve these problems. Okay, I get it. It's scary. Another thing that we could do before we get into an area of like, I can't solve 100 problems in a ride. I can't solve 100 problems. I can maybe solve 40. Well, remove these problems. How do we remove these problems? The raindrops, all the cars. How do we solve these problems? Well, we only ride in neighborhoods, right? So there's less cars. So we get rid of these cars, get rid of these factors, get rid of these problems. Okay, it's raining. Well, that's an easy one. Don't ride in the rain. So now you solve that problem. So that kind of stuff, it's like, well, how do we solve as many problems as possible for the level that we're at? And what you could do is ride in a parking lot, ride in a neighborhood, get rid of all these different factors. And then when you get comfortable with the neighborhood, you get comfortable with riding in a parking lot, and those 30 to 40 things that you have to solve are now super easy. I feel like I can add 20 more. I can add 10 more. I can add this more. And then you slowly go and go and go until you're to the point where you can pretty much ride anywhere you want to ride. Right here, though, don't just jump straight into it. Don't just jump straight into riding on the interstate, in the town, with rain, with traffic, during rush hour. You don't have to do that. You really don't.
What's up?
Guys, we are raising money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, but if you would like to, I do have this motorcycle that was at the beginning of the show as a giveaway motorcycle. Click the link to enter the giveaway. Enter the link, or click the link to enter the giveaway and get my ebook for free. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get out of there, get out. There you go, baby. Did what he had to do. Did what you had to do. Slow down. Are we speeding this video up? Yeah, this video's sped up. Whoa. Sorry, it's like allergy season. Whew. It's allergies. Hey, side of the vehicle, baby. Side of the vehicle. Woo, baby. Whoa.
Jeez.
In that situation, all you could do is accelerate.
That was too close.
Whoa. So in this situation, so let's go back to this one real quick. All right, side of the vehicle, right? If it doesn't look like this person is slowing down, that's got to be a little scary. So right here, you should be looking for escape paths. Right here, this guy's not stopping. We won't, if we try to stop, we'll probably, like if we really tried, we'll stop like right here. This guy's still going to hit us. So really all we have is escapes. And one thing you can do is accelerate. Okay, accelerate. You don't have to always decelerate by applying the brakes or rolling off the throttle. You can actually accelerate, get yourself out of there. And if you had to, get into a lane filtering position just to get away from this person. Okay, we just have to get away from the person. That's it.
We don't have to stop them. We don't have to do anything crazy. We just need to get away. So right there, just accelerate. Accelerate through real quick. Just be absolutely sure. Accelerate just a little bit. And I think that's what he did.
Jesus Christ.
Did a good job. You did a good job, though. Same thing here. Same thing here. You see somebody coming? Accelerate now. Get out. Don't rev bomb. Okay? How can you rev bomb? How do you rev bomb? You pull in the clutch, apply throttle. Okay, what happens when you rev bomb? You pull in the clutch, rev the throttle. What happens when you pull the clutch? You remove. Jeez. You remove power from that rear wheel. That's why you can do this with the throttle and nothing happens. It completely disconnects the power, the engine, to the rear wheel. You're still delivering power to the engine. It's just that it's not being transmitted to the rear wheel, so you're not going. So when you pull in that clutch and you do the rev bomb, you're actually slowing down. I keep yelling. I'm sorry, guys. Here, I'll put this away. I'll put this right here. Guys, you need to understand. You're slowing down. Is that too much? Sorry. You're slowing down because friction, inertia, Newton's laws of motion, all those different things. So don't pull in the clutch. Just get yourself out of there. Don't rev bomb. Get yourself out of there. A little bit of throttle. Rev bombing's not going to do nothing. All right. So this bus, this is the transit bus. It looks like a freaking RV. But it's the bus. It said so on the back. This person right here should not have stopped because the bus is going to stay in this lane. Okay, the bus is going to stay in that lane. The line. It's supposed to stay there. But this person got a little freaked out. Decided to stop. Now, rev bombing did not solve the problem. Get in, you do need to grow a beard. Next month, you will be delivered one to your door. Just go ahead and strap it to your face. You're going to love it. It might smell like cheese. But anyways, this guy should have not stopped, but the rev bombing didn't do anything. Last second, we applied the brakes before hitting him. So it's like that. Guys, you understand it, right? Am I the only one? I think you guys know, right? I think you guys understand, right? What am I teaching? You guys get it. You guys get it, right? No rev bomb, right? Okay, good. Good. Apply the brakes, though. Now we do, till we almost hit him. Oh.
Πάμε.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, I've never had to deal with this. It does not mean that I'm better. Honestly, it does not mean I'm better. I've just never had to deal with this before. I've never had to deal with the fact that I'm going to gun it and go. I've never dealt with that. And I don't know. Maybe it's because where I ride and drive, the laws basically are. I don't know. I've just never had to deal with that. Like, why are we going? It's obvious. It's obvious we got this guy. We got this guy. We got other people coming. It's like, why are we going? Just because it's green?
Πάμε, πού πας? Γάμο το σπίτι σου.
Okay, well, so I think you're right. The motorcyclist went and then he went. These guys stayed. It's just, I've never, at the end of the day, though, like, if I see this, okay, it's green light, right? As soon as I see this guy moving, and as soon as I see this car moving, I'm staying right here. I'm staying right there. That's happened. Like, that's happened. I'm in the middle of the intersection waiting to turn left.
and it's my arrow, and all of a sudden some people are starting to go. I've had that happen, but you know what I did? I just stayed right here. So that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like I don't know what's going on here. It's almost like a smiley face. Look at that chin. Look at that chin. It's like he's drooling. Sorry guys, I'm still dehydrated. Still dehydrated.
Πάμε, πού πας? Γάμο το σπίτι σου, πουτανάρα.
Moto rides. This is in Arizona, guys. This is in Phoenix.
Stupid. You better watch where you're going, bro. What you gonna do?
Whoa, dude! What the hell? Did anybody else see that? Did anybody else see that? So he hits the mirror. And he's still accelerating. And now we are going straight to that. So in order for us not to hit this vehicle, because we just put ourselves in that situation. Okay, we put ourselves in that situation. Now we have to swerve this way without hitting our friends. And there's somebody like right here. There's somebody like right there. Because he just passed somebody. I'm having some thoughts right now I know I need to not say. So I will keep my mouth shut. All right, moving on. I really want to say it though. I'm not gonna, because you know what? What we do here on this channel is we do not put down other people. We're here to learn. I'm not a reaction channel where we talk shit. Doesn't mean I don't feel it. Oh. All right, so that one. All right, so we're going. All right, yeah, side of the vehicle. Okay, right there, side of the vehicle. Thank you for putting the arrow there. All right, this is the rev bomb. So we already perceived this is our moment of reaction. We have this much stopping distance. Okay, great. We have an escape path. Great. This guy could still be a problem. What else can we do? That's pretty much it. So what we chose to do instead was the rev bomb. Okay, we need to just get ourselves out of there or slow down and stop beforehand. Like, we really should just slow down. At this speed, we could easily apply the brakes, slow it down just a little bit, and then we get behind him, which a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't want to get behind somebody. So what do? We rev bomb, go around them, get pissed, accelerate. Rules of the road still apply. So you actually should not be going into this lane, right? This bike lane. unless it's an emergency. Passing somebody because they got in front of you is not an emergency. Trust me. How do I know this? How do I know this? Because I've gotten pulled over December when I was driving my parents' vehicle, and somebody stopped right here, and I passed like that. And this wasn't even a bike lane. It was just a dirt shoulder, and the cop's like, you can't do that. It's weird. Whatever. But the thing is, you're not supposed to pass a solid white line right there. You're not supposed to unless it's an emergency. And just to get around somebody is not an emergency. See, what we should have been doing is stopping or slowing down. But instead, we're going to go down this path, which is only meant for emergencies. So that is easily an area to slow down and then just kind of get behind, right? Do people just like to... Whoa, that guy came out of nowhere. Okay, same thing, blind spot. Just look at this. Just look at this image. I'm giving this one to you guys. I'm giving this one to you guys. I'm giving you this one, guys. Guys, I'm giving you this one. Guys, I'm giving you this one. Why? 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 Come on, guys. Exactly. Exactly. You see this, it's not a surprise. If you see this, you're not going to go crazy with your horn, rev bombing, get scared. If you recognize why people switch lanes in front of you, let's go even further back. Why do people switch lanes? At the end of the day, that's what it is, right? Why do people switch lanes? Let's go even further. Why would you switch a lane? Any lane. Any scenario, why would you switch a lane? Just think to yourself right now, why would you switch lanes? Too slow, debris in the road, I'm going to turn, I need to get into the lane before the turn. All those are the same reasons why people do this in front of you. Why do they do it in front of you? Inattentional blindness, motion-induced blindness, familiarity of motorcycles on the road. I mean, there's just too much, guys. And it's like, when you understand that, it's not a big deal. Because once you understand that, you can go into a different lane, right? You could just kind of go that way, right? It's happening again right here, buddy. Look forward. Look forward. I mean, you guys saw me riding, right? You guys see me riding.
Este jefe. Este jefe.
Whoa, a little wide, a little wide. Good job handling it, though. Yep. So what? Oh my gosh, guys. Road 99 Lives, thank you so much for having some good content. Who did what? Okay, cool. We got a MotoStars video right there. Guys, remember to click that like button. Come meet me in the garage real quick. Come meet me in the garage. Guys, Guys, so right away, I just want to share with you guys some of the things that we have going on here. We are giving this motorcycle away. If you noticed in the intro, I was riding it around. That is going to be a video series specifically to how to ride a sport bike. We did the straight line weave, offset weave, slow straight line, all that stuff on this motorcycle. Click the link that's going to be in the chat real soon so you can enter to win it. You're going to get my ebook for free, but you get a chance to win that. We're actually, guys, we're announcing the winner in like 3-4 weeks. We're announcing the winner in 3-4 weeks. Pretty excited about that. But we noticed a lot of people did not know how to ride, and a lot of the things is, you know, I don't want to say they're bad riders, but I want you guys to know what it means to be a good rider. So go ahead and get your gear. I don't give you guys a lot of time, but get your gear, put it on, and come meet me in the garage. Grab your stuff from your lockers. I got to get the rest of my gear, but let's get riding. Let's go. Let's get on the road.
We're gonna be doing, you might be a good motorcycle rider if you do some of these things or you experience some of these things. So the first one, let's just go ahead and talk about it. You rarely experience close calls. Now, close calls basically means that you're either in a situation that will put you into that, like a car turning left in front of you, or you're tailgating and they slam the brakes and you slam your brakes. These are all things that are actually, guess what, in your control with good situational awareness. So if you notice right now, I have a very good line of sight in front of me. I'm paying attention to the sharp turns ahead. I got an escape path over here. I'm planning my ride. I'm positioning myself for safety. I see that right now it is not going to be an intersection that's going red. It might be though. So I'm going to go ahead and cover these brakes and use my orange status, my orange stage, and get prepared for anything. Doesn't look like I have to. But the thing is, I'm planning it, positioning myself for safety for these good escape paths, good vision. I'm locating specific hazards if I have to really do anything. Don't see anything right now. I'm going to adapt to it. So if there's a hazard in front of me, I'm just going to adapt by changing lane position back to positioning for safety. And then if I have to, like this person could be a possible threat, I might have to navigate and swerve out of the way and do that, but I don't have to. So those are the things that remove and mitigate a lot of the potential close calls, which therefore hopefully prevents a crash. Okay, so I have good space cushion, I'm modulating my speed, nobody behind me, so I feel great, and I'm not too worried. Okay, so these types of things will make you a good rider because you never really have to experience the negative aspects of being a rider. Go ahead and position here just in case he felt like changing his mind. So guys, do that. Don't have close calls, but how do you do that? Situational awareness, maintain fundamental skills, acquiring gear, rescue other smart riders, guys, basically that. Another thing is that you have to have good visual habits. Okay, so it's one thing seeing all of this, right? You can see everything, but did you notice the right turner right there, possible side of the vehicle? Okay, so that's the whole point. You have to have good visual habits. You have to actually be using your brain and your eyes together. Okay, so your brain tells your eyes what to look for, and your eyes sometimes catches things that your brain didn't even think about. So with that knowledge, utilize both. Okay, make your brain work for itself, make your brain look at things. Okay, right turn only sign, cool. So that's one of the things, I always look for signs. Okay, that's not pertinent anymore because I'm going straight, but that is. So you got that the median, there you go, you got a median possibly sticking out, there it is. Now I have a bad line of sight, so my biggest thing is always looking for line of sight. I see that there's lights up ahead. I see the overhead lights. There you go. Now it's a yellow light. So those light systems, the road signs, the road signals are very important. Those take priority over a lot. Then it comes down to the road surface itself for me. I want to make sure I'm stopped and position myself into an area that on the road I won't slip and slide. And I'm also going to locate any potential roadway users, so anybody on the road that can kill me. So we got 3 things so far. We got signals and signs, we have the road itself, and then we have roadway users. Now the next thing I'm looking for, part of the positioning for safety, is escape paths. Okay, so the space cushions are based off the roadway users. The escape paths are based off of the available road that I have and my positioning. So I have 4 things. Okay, let's recap that. I have the signage and lights, I have the road, I have roadway users, the guy behind me side to side, nobody's in front of me right now, let's go ahead and get in front of that. And then while I'm in this lane position for safety, I notice that this right lane is getting away and merging with me. So now I have really my lane and the left lane for escape paths. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's really good. So I'm happy with that. So you're constantly scanning for those 4 things. And all the little things out there, like, you know, the birdies, like that's nice, but it's not gonna keep you safe. You know, the squirrels on the side of the road, the doggos in the cars, they're not gonna keep you safe. You know, do a quick glance, oh, hi lady, and then move on to this. You know what I mean? So guys, make sure you have good visual habits and you're not focused on, well, service entrance, what's the service entrance? I'm gonna look at this, oh, boom, crashed into the car or whatever because you weren't paying attention, okay guys? That's what I'm trying to get at. But the next one is you rarely have pucker moments when cornering. So we're like in the middle of cornering, and I'm not too concerned about traction loss because prior to riding, I double checked my PSI and any damage on the tires, so I know my tires are good. And before we even started doing this, I had to, you know, turn on the cameras and everything. I did another check mid-ride. So I'm not too concerned about that, but another thing that will reduce any pucker moments when I'm riding in the corners is knowing how to ride in the corner, okay? So the confidence of knowing that, okay? Situation awareness, green light, nobody coming out, moving forward, adapting to a potential hazard, which is that thing. I don't have to navigate too much. But the thing is with the cornering, in order to get the confidence, I'm in their blind spot, so I'm gonna roll off the throttle just a little bit, is by removing as many factors. You guys see how I'm doing that? I was in that guy's blind spot, and in order for me not to have a pucker moment, if this guy's switching lanes while I'm in the middle of a corner, I just move myself out of that corner or that situation during the corner by adapting and positioning myself for safety. So I don't have this pucker moment. I'm not too concerned. I'm constantly reducing factors. I'm doing the speed limit. I'm going the same speed as some of these vehicles, so I'm not concerned about speed being a factor of me low siding or high siding. I'm not concerned about hitting a pothole because I'm constantly scanning for things. So that the pucker factors really only happen is if you don't know how to corner. So in order to counter steer, in order to do a lot of these things, you need your fundamental skills, which you'll learn in class, basic rider course class. But to really keep it going down, to reducing a lot more and more and more risks, what you need to do is remove those other factors like speeding, roadway hazards, you know, the roadway users, looking at signage to give you a heads up, hey, this is a sharp turn. That way you don't have so many pucker moments, and when you have a pucker moment, you tend to slam these brakes or push your bike down even further and further and further with counter steering, which is going to reduce your traction because you're going too fast. You see what I mean, guys? So you'll have less of that if you remove as many factors as possible. And I'm removing them in real time for you so you know what it is I'm talking about, okay? And that's another thing though. I don't want to come off like I'm an expert at reading the road. And the thing is, it might seem like, oh man, that's just way too much information. I just want to ride and zone out. Well, if you zone out, you're not going to see the hazards. You're not going to react to the hazards in time. Therefore, you're not a good rider because you're going to have close calls and possibly crashes. So the thing is, you have to treat this 100% serious. You have to become an expert at reading the road area, okay? So we have many vehicles, many things out on the road. So that is part of it. So the vehicles out there, you have the road out there, you got the signage out there, and then you have to make sure you have good escape paths and good vision for yourself on top of that. So there's like 20 different things, and I'm exaggerating, but there's a ton of different things that you need to be good at, and they're just all little things. And these are all things that you can practice in a car, okay? The only thing that's different between a car and a motorcycle is obviously the handling of the vehicle that you're driving or riding, okay? I truly believe you're driving a motorcycle. I'm not riding on top of this thing. This thing isn't a horse doing its own thing. I'm in control, so I'm driving this thing. So that's what I want you guys to understand. I'm gonna go ahead and try to focus a little bit, position myself better for vision and safety. There you go. Is you have to become an expert, or at least try to, okay? As a beginner, you can maybe only do 1 or 2 things really well, and then like 10 other things are really difficult for you. That's perfectly fine. So if that's the case, go off into an area where it's very slow, like a neighborhood, 25 miles per hour. You still have the zigzags, you still have some traffic, and just a little bit, and you have decent escape paths before you get onto a main road like this where you're having to navigate all these different factors. So don't start off thinking you have to be an expert. Be a beginner. Make sure you stay a beginner for as long as you can until you're super bored or you're so annoyed with the neighborhoods, and then move off to a small street. And then from there, be really bored and be annoyed with that small street. And then from there, move up to the next thing. And before you knew it, you're 4 steps ahead from the very beginner. So now you have 4 different areas that you're comfortable in, and you're not having to put yourself in a dangerous situation that you cannot handle. Always work sub-maximally of your best skill, okay? If you can break you know, going 20 miles an hour within 20 feet, good for you. But if you do 30 miles an hour, do you still think you can have a 20-foot space cushion? No. So you're constantly having to adjust these things, okay? Double checking, making sure this guy's behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and get out into the intersection. And once again, you can practice your slow speed maneuvers. So your rear brake is gonna be really helpful, some throttle control, friction zone. This is an area where you can get some practice in before you have to go to a parking lot, okay? But you're probably wondering, how do I get, you know, that slow speed maneuvers? How do I even start doing that? Well, you need to get professional training, okay? Now, professional training could be many different things. It could be online classes, online courses, but most importantly, it's gonna be that physical course, okay? In-person type stuff. So make sure you go out and get an actual BRC, so a basic rider course from the MSF, okay? Something like that, or whatever training programs in your area, because I know a lot of states don't have MSF, but at least get that basic rider course done. Whether you've already taken it before a long time ago, or you feel like you don't need it. Trust me, you're going to learn stuff that you didn't even know you needed in those classes. And then from there, you can actually start using it out on the road, and you can develop your own opinion on it, okay? I follow the SMART rider principles. I seek out and recognize situations and hazards. I maintain my fundamental skills in small little parking lots, or even like little cul-de-sacs like this. Another thing is I acquire and utilize full protective equipment just in case something bad happens. I'm going to rescue another rider. I have my trauma kit in here just in case I see any car crashes, or if I see anything, or if I go down, I can direct somebody to grab that and I can take care of myself. Teaching and mentoring other riders, that's what I'm doing right now with you guys, okay? I'm not expecting you to pay me anything. I'm not expecting anything. You know, this is a free YouTube video. So please get these tips, get that training, get those things. But if you do want some more free stuff, I also offer an online training program where if you just go to DDFMcrew.com, you can start from the first, you know, what's the motorcycle familiarization to all the way to emergency swerving, emergency braking, tight turns from a stop, figure eights, U-turns, all those different things on my website for free. So if you don't have anything right now, no money, but you have a bicycle or a motorcycle that your dad or whoever let you borrow or whatever, you can still practice, okay, before you get into the class. But do go to the class, because online stuff is no replacement for actually being on the bike, okay, guys? Once again, paying attention to signage, planning my route, all these different things. The point of riding out here like this, and hopefully I'm not losing a lot of you guys, is to have a good time so you guys can see what I'm doing in action, in reality, and paying attention. I talk with my hands like this all the time, but I'm looking at signage, I'm removing factors and keeping good awareness so that if I had to, I can do something real quick and I'd have some good throttle and primary controls, okay, because of practice, okay? Once again, become an expert on the road. But with that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe. I'm gonna listen to some music, enjoy the rest of this ride. It's beautiful in this area up in Sabino Canyon, and I'll be seeing you around.
Ooh, baby. Baby, baby, baby. You guys got finally ready to go? Where's everybody? No, I didn't go for a ride. Who took my motorcycle? All right. Anyways, let's get back to class. For the few of you that haven't left yet, let's. All right. Let's just get going. Let's get this going. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start this one, and let's see what happens.
Hey guys, today I've got another Bikers in Trouble episode for you. It's good to learn from the mistakes of others, so check this out.
Scooby, there's a blockhead's had some close calls. Oh, too wide, hit the paint. Oh no, tree. Oh, guarding that leg. Whoa, I wanna know some more about that. Who was that? A Ninja 300 crash, huh? Should have been the CBR 300R that we're giving away. This was 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Is there more to it? Let's just watch. He's not going fast. It's not fast. Oh no. I can see what's happening. Okay, downhill. Good. Slow look, press and roll. Yeah, I can see it. There. Okay. off. Good, 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 good. Look, look, look. Good, 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 good. Doing good, man. Doing good. So what happened? He looks stiff. There you go. Good looking, good looking. There you go. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. We got this next turn. We got this next turn, baby. Doing good. Slow down. Oh! Decreasing radius turn. Gotcha, buddy. Oh. Okay. You bought me a cold brew. Oh, essay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, appreciate that, essay. So what happened here? So what I was looking. So man, I can't wait for Nikki to get back on the bike. I really cannot wait because we're gonna be doing a lot of these videos to where I'm behind her. She has her camera. I have my cameras. We're all gonna kind of just talk about the things that I see. What I noticed is he's very, very stiff. Okay, so every turn you could literally see the slow look, press, roll. You could see every little category of that, and that's fine. I want you guys to do that, but that also means that it's not blended together too well. That also means that it's probably a newer rider. Exactly. So the shadow details make it a little bit wonky. So so far, like every single turn was a typical turn. This next turn, the turn that he crashed on, it was turning, but it just kept turning, kept turning, kept turning. So with that one, you have to modulate your speed. So let's go back or go forward a little bit. So watch this right here. On this turn, he's gonna just make it. Okay, so he's gonna make it. He's gonna do slow look, press, and roll. And once he hits that 90 degrees, he's gonna roll. And that was like an automatic thing. It's like, well, I slow look, press before the turn, and I'm gonna roll typically the same amount of time after the turn. Not a big deal. And he's gonna do that for every single turn except for, well, he's gonna do it for every single turn. The thing is, it doesn't work for every turn because you're gonna see him screw up on that one. So right here, slow look, press, and roll. Okay, now he's gonna roll. Good. Slow look, press, and roll. Okay, good. Slow look. There you go. We could do that as an easy one. So we're back on it. Slow look, press, rolling. Slow, 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 slow. Look, press, roll. Oh shit! Slow look, press, and roll again. No! And that's what happened. That's what happened, is that we're gonna do slow look, press, and then we rolled when we shouldn't have rolled yet. And that pushed him towards the end. So he was doing slow look, press, and roll. He was doing everything he needed to do. It's just that this is one of those beginner things with experience. You're going to understand that there's a possibility of more to the turn. And this is scary. It's very scary. It's not something you want to deal with. But the main thing here is vision. So this is the outline, basically, of the road of what you can see. That's as far as you can see. You can't see very much. So at no point should you be rolling on the throttle like right here, because you can't see around all of this. So vision is the biggest thing. Vision tells you when you can roll on that throttle. Slow look, press is going to get you to the turn. Roll, slow look, press, roll, the last part, the only time you roll on the throttle to exit the turn is when you can see the exit. So he slow look, pressed, rolled in the middle of the turn, not towards the exit. And that's why we got shot out really quick. There's all these like little nuances that you start to pick up when you watch a lot of these videos. And since you understand that now, it's if you watch a bunch and you see a lot of these crashes and you're like, man, he shouldn't have rolled on the throttle. What is it that you should be doing then? At the end of the day, I don't want everyone to sit here and critique these riders and be like, well, he should have done that. No, it should have been, I think he should have done that. Maybe that would have solved the problem. But I know for the future for me, now that I saw him do this, I'm not going to do that. So for me, I need to slow look, press, and roll when there's an exit. Okay, good. Gotcha. Let's move on to the next one. That's how I want you guys to look at this. I don't want you guys looking at like, well, this person should have done that. Haha, armchair quarterback and everything. That's not what we're here for. Got very lucky. Got very lucky. I want to say that leg. I want to say that leg right there. I think there's damage to that leg. Only because we're holding it. But who knows? Maybe it's not even that bad.
a moment of inattention and
It was a big oof.
to break in time.
That's right. Guys, we have emojis. So if, for $2 a month, so basically $2 for every 30 days, that sucks. You get to become a member, you get all the emojis, you get a mustache, you get a beard, and it saves your place. So if you ever leave and come back, it automatically picks up where you're at.
Ouais, ça va. Ouais, ouais, c'est juste que je me suis pris la voiture devant. Puis en plus, elle est partie, donc...
All right, how are you going to pick it up? Side stand down, lift up.
Je sais pas quoi faire. J'ai eu peur, là. Je sais pas s'il y a quelqu'un qui peut m'aider à la relever, mais... je sais pas. C'est de l'autre côté, en fait, c'est... On va la remettre. Hop là. Je vous remercie, c'est gentil. Je vais mettre la béquille. Je vais remettre la béquille. Et je regarde juste devant si... Je sais pas quoi faire.
Exactly, fool. I mean, I get it. I get... I tell you guys, don't stop unless you feel comfortable doing so. But here's the thing. It's obviously nobody's really hurt. You know, the rider's standing, the traffic is blocked. It's safe to do so, or to get off. Just get off the bike and help this person get the bike up. You know, at least check. At least slow down, stop real quick. Hey, you okay? Everything's good? Yeah, everything's good. All right, you need any help? No? Cool. I'm gonna take off. See you later. So that's all you have to do. Smart rider, guys. Come on, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Smart riders. Are you a DDFM Crew Smart Rider? The R in SMART stands for rescuing other motorcycle riders. Just ask. At least ask. Because that's embarrassing. It's like motorcycle riders know what it feels like. Okay? This guy in the van does not know what it feels like. All he's doing is being empathetic towards a human being. Motorcycle riders, especially those ones, should be empathetic towards the human being, and based off the fact it's a motorcycle rider.
J'ai eu peur là.
I do have a video on how to pick up your bike. So when you lift this bike up, it's gonna fall over to the other side unless you put the side stand down. So if it's on the right side right now, reach over, get on the other side, put the side stand down so it's sticking up all weird. And then when you lift it up and over, it's going to land on the side stand. If it's on the other side, you lift it all the way up, side stand down, set it back down. So this one, you just got to be very careful. A lot of people get panicked. They're like, I got to pick up my bike. So they pick it up and then it falls over to the other side. So put the side stand down. You see that thing over there? Put it down, pick it up.
Je sais pas s'il y a quelqu'un qui peut m'aider à la relever, mais... je sais pas. C'est de l'autre côté, en fait.
I've pulled over on my motorcycle and I've helped push a truck for a half a block.
Je vais mettre la béquille. Je vais remettre la béquille.
By myself. With a helmet on, full gear. And these motorcycle riders can't even help her. And I do it all the time. Stupid.
He managed to get back to his lane.
Oh, going a little too fast. Oh, good job. See that right there? I just want to... Okay, one sec. We'll let it finish. I want you guys to see this. Yeah, he waved. Okay, good. Boom. I let it play. So you guys can't get mad at me anymore. Here's the thing. Dude, Efrain, you'd be surprised. So far, you're the first viewer or chatter to compliment my head shape. Guys, I have been lucky. Well, I mean, going bald is not lucky. I had a beautiful set of hair, but man, I got lucky with a good head shape. I look good bald. I'm going to give myself that. No, I don't care. No, if I'm going to give myself a compliment, it's going to be about my head. So anyways.
The biker was very...
So what I want, I'm just going to point it out real quick. He was going super wide, felt very panicked because he was still going that way, but then an external thing came out, which was the car. So it's like, oh crap, I don't care anymore. So they had to actually turn it in more.
So in reality, your bike can handle a lot more than you think. That's what I want you to get from this. We already understand he went too wide. He did all his things, should have slowly pressed and rolled. But look at the moment he decided, I have to swerve in the middle of a turn, and his bike stayed where it needed to go. So watch this. Watch him turn it in really quick. And with that said, understand your bike can do a lot if you don't panic. Don't panic.
lucky and managed to get back to his lane.
Watch this. See that? Is it so subtle that a lot of people don't see it? I really, coming from a coach right now, okay, coming from somebody that's seen a lot of these things, I just want to make sure you guys are understanding what it is I'm saying. When I say, did you see that? Did you see that? I don't want you, the motors, I can't say it, dude. Thank you. Welcome to the crew. What I'm trying to get at is it's so subtle that they're able to move. I want to make sure that you guys understand it. I don't want my knowledge to blind my coaching on this. I'm always trying to figure out, you know, if I learn too much, at what point do I not become relatable when it comes to my coaching? So this is where you guys come in. This is where all the students come in, guys. You guys are all students in this online class. I need you guys to ask questions. I need you guys to say, I don't understand what you meant by that kind of stuff. So if you can tell me I don't understand what you meant by that, it allows me to come up with a new way of teaching. So what I see in here is that this motorcycle rider went too wide. I'll go ahead and take myself over here. This motorcycle rider went too wide. And what happened was it went too wide. It's like, oh, crap, I'm not going to make it. So then they had to turn it in even harder. Okay, so we're going wide. Oh, crap, we're going wide. I'm looking at the dirt mound that I'm going to run into. There's a car coming. Oh, I don't want to hit that, so I'm going to turn even harder. So you see how he looks and turns it in even more. You could do that as long as you're not giving it more throttle or slamming the brakes. Because remember, when it comes to traction, you got three things for that traction pie. You got acceleration, deceleration, turning that will remove traction, or you need traction to do those things. So he's already turning. He's not accelerating. He's not slamming the brakes. So now what he can do is just apply more turning. And he got himself in that situation. Slamming the brakes or accelerating while trying to do all that at the same time, you're going to probably lose traction and dump the bike.
The biker was
So watch this.
to get back to his lane.
Oh, crap. Push it in even further. We'll go back. We'll do 75% speed. Soon as he's like, oh, crap, pulled it in further. Pulled it in. 50% speed. He's going to pull it in right here. Pulled it in. So watch it one more time. You're going to see him go to a trajectory like he's going to go off the road, and then he makes a conscious choice, a red stage maneuver. We shouldn't have been in this situation in the first place, but you know what? Shit happens. Fundamental skills need to kick in. He starts going, crap, I don't want to crash. I dive in a little bit more. That right there, he just saved his own life. You know, metaphorically or literally. So watch this. Pushes it in more. You see how he changed his trajectory, and you could see it so well when it comes to this line, because he was going like over here, and then all of a sudden he does this to go back to the line. That's exactly it right there. That was amazing. Rolling off the throttle will help you. It will help you. Because what happens with deceleration, guys? What happens with it? Rolling off the throttle, what happens? Even rolling off the throttle or applying the brakes, what happens? You get more weight on that front tire. When you have more weight on the front tire, what happens? You get more traction on the front tire. Well, what is it that we're using to steer that front tire? So he's getting more weight on the front tire. Now he's steering, so now he can actually steer into it. Little does he know that he's doing like the unintentional trail braking at that last second. Trail braking, you apply a little bit of brake pressure, but at the beginning of the turn. Okay, so slow look press. Slow, you're still applying slow halfway through the turn. And then you apply a little bit of throttle, so you have weight on the front tire with some throttle, so you're able... See how it's more of an advanced skill? I'm trying to explain it to you. Maybe I'm just not explaining it very well. It could be a beginner skill. I just need to find a way to better explain it. But the thing is, I learned it in an advanced racing clinic. If I learned trail braking in an advanced racing clinic,
Is it for beginners? No, it's not for beginners. But the thing is, you do a lot of the same principles, a lot of the mechanisms naturally. So I just put a name to a lot of stuff. That's all I do. But it's very good. So he's going. So he's pointed his. Oh. So his nose is pointed to that. Okay, if he was going to keep going, that's where he was going to go. Now, what happens, he sees this vehicle, and he's like, no, I don't think this is a good way to go. I'm just going to start doing this instead. And the thing that got him to do that was the vehicle, so he saved his own life. I find these things, like, fun. I know you guys want me to go to the next one, but just take a look. He's going wide. He's going wide. Screw it. I'm going to go in. I got to go in, baby. I don't want to crash today, baby. Did a good job. Jesse, yeah, but if I go down that rabbit hole, I might lose some people. Like, I gotta, like, change it up.
This is very peculiar situation where it looks like the truck driver is deliberately cutting the biker off.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not deliberately. I hate the feeling, or I don't like hearing from some of these channels that say he deliberately did that. Guys, you're gonna have like a 0.1% chance of motorcycle crashes are because a vehicle purposely tried to hurt you. It's very rare. And that stat I just made up. Exactly. Motion-induced blindness. It's at night. I mean, there's so much. Side of the vehicle right there. Put what back? Louis, how you doing, man? Well, that's what you get for filming vertically.
Don't pull out on bike. Don't pull out on bike. You pulled out on me.
Who films vertically? The MT-09 and the 650 Versus are amazing bikes, man. Wingrove. You might like the MT-07. Try that out. Take a look at the MT-07.
This group of bikers was very lucky. This is one of those situations in which a biker feels completely helpless.
Guys, become a member today. $2. Click that link. Supports the channel. I'm using all that money for a new book that I'm creating. Whoa! What kind of mechanism of injury on that one, guys?
If it's still on fire, stay away from it.
YouTube, Alan? Yeah, it is. It's the same. If it's on... It's not gonna blow up. It's not gonna blow up. Get closer.
I thought someone was just like sliding to a stop.
Get closer. Oh, come on, get closer. It's not, guys, cars aren't gonna blow up like in the movies. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If anything, a tire will blow up, and that's just kind of scary for a quick second.
Oh,
You never did anything? Oh, come on, man. That would have been a good medical video. if he actually got close and I can actually see. All right, watch out for people pulling out. This is one of those situations. Uncommon thing, common situation right there. Why are we still gunning it towards that? All right. All right, too much. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Allow them to go around. Everyone's doing their thing. There it is. Move on. Non-issue at that point. I'm sure that happens all the time there. So, oh, going wide. What are you doing there?
Hey, mate. You f***ing useless.
Oh, construction worker, dude. No, you should not do that. That's being complacent. That's a complacency thing. This thing with the car that comes out, I bet you this car, the driver, the construction guy, has done it 100 times and it's like, it's not a big deal. I've done it 100 times. I've never gotten close to anybody. I bet you he thinks that. That is called complacency. Okay? Just because you do it 100 times doesn't mean it can't happen to you. You go through a red light 100 times, maybe one of those times you're going to get hit by a vehicle going sideways, you know? It doesn't matter. That's called complacency. Happens to motorcyclists, happens to car drivers, happens to firefighters, happens to police officers, happens to every single person in the world. You just get used to it. You take it for granted. You can get complacent in your marriage.
No, you.
Just expecting that your spouse will continue doing what they're doing, you know, with the same input, basically. All right, same. Looks like it's the same area. Slow down.
Doing.
I swear, it's like this guy goes down the same area, knowing full well it's a short road and there's a lot of vehicles, and you can have close calls. You know what I mean? You know why I think that? Because when I first started riding and trying to create motovlogs, I just kept riding until something happened. Yeah, no new donations, area code. No new donations. We'll figure out a blast. We'll figure out a way to, like, see if we can hit that last $5,000 of my goal by the end of the month. I'll try something else. I'll see what I can do. Next year is gonna be insane. Okay, so I don't like this guy. We're going down this road, right? Take a look at where we're at. Take a look where we're at. We are lane position 1, 2, 3, and then this is all this guy gets. This car. Oh, that's terrible. Look at this lane. It's blocked off, basically. So where do you think this guy way up here is going to go? He's going to take up half this lane. He's going to do this. So why are we, like, right here? Why are we right there? We're going to get hit. Oh, I think we want to be here because we want to do this. Smash a mirror. All right, I'm making assumptions. I don't care if I'm an ass. Didn't even move over to help him out. Not even a courteous rider. Just move over. And it's not about being courteous. Take a quick look. It's not about being just courteous. Wait, he never moves. He never moves lane position. The thing is, it's courteous to move over. Okay, it's courteous to move over to here. Okay, just go around, right? The thing is, he wants to do this, I'm assuming, so I'm making an ass out of you and me. I'm assuming he wants to be close so he can hit this mirror or so he can, you know, have a video. But the thing is, when you get that close, you have a possibility of colliding. And so it's not safe. It's just not safe. So I don't care if the person wasn't supposed to come down this way. It doesn't matter at the end of the day because we're just trying to be safe. So move over. Don't go straight into it expecting what? What is it you're expecting? I think he got exactly what he's expecting. No, there's no hazards. He did that on purpose. This is the same guy. It's the same guy. It's like it's the same day over and over again. Same guy. Yeah, the car couldn't move over. Be courteous and move over for the car. Brake lights. The guy's going to turn. Guy's going to turn. He's going to turn. He's turning. Anybody else see that? Okay, so right here we have a space cushion. Okay. That's the space cushion. Space cushion's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. The Speed Demon, baby, became a crew member today. Woo!
The biker caught his shoe on the tire. The driver
Got a lot of rookies.
believe it.
Got a lot of rookies in this house. Who cares if he moved the tires? Who cares? Whoa, whoa, we got a donation. Guys, remember I turned off my super chat, so for the past month, August and September, I don't receive donations. The only way you can support me is by becoming a member, but the reason why I did that is so that I can raise as much money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Damn, 5177. Peter K, baby, with a $50 donation. I just now got the notification in my email that you did it. Anonymous. Oh, I see you right there. No Moss with a $5. No Moss with a $5. Thank you so much, man. Peter K's the anonymous, baby. Why am I drinking coffee? Well, it's delicious.
Te golpeé la rueda con la pierna.
What?
Te golpeé la rueda con la pierna. O sea, te golpeé la...
Oh, she's concerned he hit it?
Me golpeé yo contra tu rueda. Dios mío.
Adios, adios mío. Adios mío. Uh-oh. This is not a group ride I want to be in. Everyone's passing each other? No. Oh, no. Oh!
Good, bruh.
You good, bruh? Hey, bruh. 500-pound bike landed on top of him. I don't think he's okay. That's gonna hurt no matter what.
All right, chill.
Let him lean on it. You got ants on him.
Pull the bike, guys.
Ay. All right, he's walking wounded, baby.
Look at the rotor, bro. That shit bent.
You're not moving that bike. Broke a tooth?
I think the rear set caught me. I saw it like the middle of the bike.
Despite
All right.
the driver has decided to
Damn, that's a good video for mechanism of injury, cornering, group riding, all together. All right, so this is sped up. This is sped up just a teeny bit, possibly. But I don't know if it is sped up. Ay, guys. A little too fast. I think a little too fast. And this is supposed to be a group ride, right? So we got people here, we got people here, all that stuff. It's a group ride. So in a group ride, you're supposed to stay staggered. Except for when you're turning, you're supposed to kind of give each other space. And that's not what happened here. Okay, passing people in a group ride is a no buenos. You're not supposed to. And having a pre-ride meeting will help you. What's the next thing that we see coming up? What's the next thing that we see coming up? So what it says on this part right here is the recommended speed for that. And exactly, Scooby. So it's a 90-degree. Let's do this. It's a 90-degree turn. Okay, it's a very, very sharp turn. But what's below it is the recommended speed for, let's say, the average driver. Okay, for the average driver, it's recommended 15 miles per hour. Okay, so does that mean we have to take it at 15 miles per hour? No, it does not mean we have to take it at 15 miles per hour. But what we need to do is understand that if we're going 96 miles per hour and there's a sign that says sharp right turn, you should probably try to take it at 15. Maybe I should slow down. Maybe I should slow down. Just a little bit. Let's say I go down from 96 to 40. That's a huge drop. But 40 is still pretty damn fast compared to 15 that it's recommending. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can to that. But based off my own experience, I could do what I need to do. But definitely not 96. All right, so we're going to haul ass, and we're going to try to make this turn. Not enough room. This is the moment he low sides. This guy is probably doing what he needs to do. He's doing enough. Take a look at the differences in body positioning. Take a look at the differences in body positioning. Okay, I know this is the moment. Let's see if I can get it right. All right, so he hasn't fallen yet. He's going to fall in about, so right here. So this is the moment before he fell. It's a couple frames. I believe this is a 60 frames per second video. No, so 30 frames per second. So it's about five frames. Look at this guy's body positioning right here. That's probably all he has to do for this turn. That's all he has to do for this turn. Look at this guy's body positioning. Why is he so low? Why is he so low? Why is he different? Why is this guy different than this guy? You know, let's give this a different color. Why is the guy in pink different than the guy in yellow? Why? What's the one thing that's causing this guy to have to be that low compared to the guy in yellow? What's the one thing? Just one factor. I'm going to say just one factor. Why does he have to get that low to maintain that turn compared to the guy in yellow that's not even going low at all? Barely any body positioning. I think he's just doing counter steering. He's going too fast. Exactly. So Zoraza, Scooby, roll call. Sorry. Yeah, Dale, he's trying to drag his knee. 82 Tony, exactly. YT Allen, exactly. Velocity, Jesse. Woo. Isn't that speed and direction? Or something like that, right? I like that. Speed. Going too fast. Let's go back. We're doing the root cause analysis, guys. You guys think I make that up? You guys think I make up root cause analysis? You guys think I make it up? Root cause analysis. Look at that. Look at that right there. Root cause, higher level cause, the main cause basically. First level cause, visible problem, symptom. How do we fix it? Root cause analysis, guys. That's what we're doing right now. I just wanted you guys to know that. Root cause analysis. We're trying to figure out why that guy fell and why he has to lean that hard compared to the less experienced looking guy. It's just straight up speed. Way too much speed. He has to get this low. This guy right here has to get that low and knee drag with crazy amount of skill. Maybe trail braking. Maybe being the most badass in the group. But he's the only one that crashes. Why? Why is probably the most experienced person in the group crashing on a freaking easy ass turn? Luis, exactly. Ego. Guys, ego and pride destroy more motorcycle riders. Like, and I say destroy because I mean it. Destroys more motorcycle riders than inexperience. I swear. You couple inexperience with ego, oh my gosh. Even worse. But out of those two, it's almost always ego. You cannot have that ego. You cannot be like, I'm in a group ride, I'm going to show off. Guys, if you have true friends, if you're riding with your true friends, you don't have to show off to your friends. Right? So why are you showing off? We don't allow showing off in the crew unless it's like in a closed course and we're having a good time. We're going to mitigate as much of the injuries and we're going to be as safe as possible doing it, but we're not doing this, guys. We're not doing this. This is what can happen to you. That's a 500-pound bike. Yeah.
Driver has decided to take.
Ooh, lightning and 10 miles away.
The driver has decided to tailgate the biker anyway.
Guys, we're giving away a motorcycle. You get my ebook for free if you sign up. Click that link in the chat. We're giving away a Honda CBR 300R with ABS in a couple weeks. It's your last chance to enter. We're getting a Rebel 300 for the next bike. That was a non-issue. Yeah, Raphael, on a track, it's all good, baby. You know what I mean? I like this music. Sorry. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, good swerve, baby. Good swerve. Found an escape path. You did what you had to do. Love it, love it. I'm just talking so the audio, it's music. I don't know if it's copyrighted, so I'm going to keep talking until this is over with. And I keep hearing it, but damn it. Never mind. Another one. Side of the vehicle. Good job. I hope it's not copyrighted. All right, cool. Scout Rider. Is this an Indian Scout? Hell yeah. You're not using a rock form mount, though. You're using a quad lock. Whatever. Was that the close call? Okay. Work on your flat wrists. Side of the vehicle. Switch lanes. Just switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Good adaptation. That's all you had to do is adapt to that. I know, Scarlet. Jeez. Ugh. Whoa, that was a person.
Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon in the next video. Ride safe.
Okay. Well, that was cool. So we'll just we'll put it on. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I was only planning on doing 1 hour. I felt pretty good. We got 400 people in class right now. Remember, we have sponsors that are in the description. They support the channel tremendously. If you're looking for a Bluetooth system, grab a Cardo. I have a link in the description that's going to give you a good discount. Go ahead and click that. It'll take you to the website. We also have my ebook. We also become a member. We're also giving away a motorcycle. Behind the scenes, which you guys don't maybe not realize, is that I've been working on a book with a company since last June. Since last June, not the June we just had. Wait, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the June May. Yeah, May. Jeez. May 2020, I've been working on a book with the company. We're going to get that book out. It's going to be a very in-depth Smart Rider handbook, basically. It's going to have a lot of information. So anything that you guys do when you become a member, when you support the sponsors that support this channel, it allows me to get that book out. It allows me to really, basically get the information out of my head onto paper. And I'm not very good when it comes to writing. That's another thing that I'm working on. But I do these other things, so it's like with your guys' help, I'm able to get these things out. I can't wait to share with you all these things. Jason Rucco became a crew member. He got a nice mustache. I love it. Looks beautiful. I got some wax. Go ahead and put some in there. But there's a lot of things that's happening. A lot of things that's happening. It's not just motorcycle crash AARs. It's not just the live stream that we're doing here on the channel. We have a bunch of other stuff. I got a beginner rider series coming up. You saw it at the beginning of the stream. I will be producing the rough draft of that and then making it to the YouTube members. So YouTube members, those that are crew members, just like Jason just joined up. Go ahead and just stay around because that video is going to come out for you specifically, and then it'll come out for everybody else later. But guys, there's just so much going on. Dan Mercado, welcome to the crew, baby. Ooh. So that's the kind of stuff that we have going on here. So please just bear with me. I know you guys like a lot of this stuff. I'm going to keep doing the stuff you'd like. I'm going to take away some of the stuff you guys don't like. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's the channel that I want to be focused on, or I want to focus on a few things for this channel is the smart rider principles. Okay. Seek out and recognize hazardous situations. Okay. Situational awareness, maintain your fundamental skills. That's the M in SMART. Acquire personal protective equipment. That's another thing that we're working on. I'm trying to get Geico or somebody to, an insurance agent to, or not insurance agent, insurance company to give you guys good discounts, protecting yourself. I'm working on that, trying to get you guys some good deals for your insurance because I know a lot of you guys are new riders. And then rescuing other riders, we got some good stuff going on when it comes to accident scene management, and then teaching and mentoring other riders. I got part of my book is going to give you a nice little template on how to mentor somebody that's close to you. Okay, so in a parking lot. Guys, we got a lot of stuff going on, and I just want to share with you some of those things coming up, and that means I got to get back to work. So with that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll be seeing you guys around. Now, this is the Discord. So the Discord is absolutely free. Join the Discord. There it is. Also, if you would like to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I do have a Twitter. Click the link that's in the chat also. I've been posting a lot more there. I've been posting my thoughts and everything like that. But we will be having another stream on Friday. On Friday.